This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on another SEC team, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Kromenhoek. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They face third down, trying to build momentum early in this national championship game. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. Like to have that one back. He's going to bring out fourth down. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Complete with a running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete. Important second down play coming up. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him down out near the 40.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And read out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's third down now. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. On the move now. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. Looking for his big tight end. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. 4th down, look at a throw for it. He escapes the pocket. Turns it loose downfield. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Stop for no gain, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Caught over the middle, it's Jennings. They get him down, but not before he gets to plus 38.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
Ball handed off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. It's Walker. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. You'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Bearcats begin a new series here, 1st and 10. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He breaks free. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Looking to scramble. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
Because how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. The sure hands, it's Jones. Physical run earns the first down. The junior quarterback showing toughness, standing in there to take the hit.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. He's running out of time here. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the move now. Looking for the wideout. Touchdown, Bearcats, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. An inside give now from the shotgun. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Scanning the field. It's Kromenhoek. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. It's past the 35. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. situation, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. I'll give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. The shotgun running play call. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Direct snap. Breaks into the clear. Has the first down and more. They bring him down. The Wildcat produces an explosive run to get a first down. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Play action here on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the handoff. Breaks free. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
To throw, it's Sorsby. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Big conversion there on third down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
Jukes to get free. First down, looking for more now. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. Looks like the Bearcats come to the line to run the hurry out. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the catch. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
The Bearcats come to the line with first and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Touchdown, Bearcats. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do. And this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
That's caught. It's West. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now it's second down here. Movement here from the tight end. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Picks up the force, looking for more. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. Gives it to the back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Hand off to the right side. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
To the air, it's Kromenhoek. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Tight end goes in motion. Heading left after the handoff. Refuses to go down. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. They finally chase him down, but a huge return. Very lucky. They didn't bring that all the way to the house. Just a bit more space, and he was gone. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On first down, it's play action. Finds his man. It's Pryor. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
They're going to run it. The ball to the ground. We scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, the running back here just seems so focused on trying to locate where he needs to go that he lost focus of holding on to that football. He's very fortunate one of his own guys is able to recover it.
We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To throw, it's Sorsby. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Cincinnati. They jump on top now here in the 4th. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. He steps out to the 29. That's where they begin the drive. The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. They get him down at the 49-yard line after an excellent return. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Looking to throw. It's Sorsby. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made on the right side.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
That completion makes it second and short. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks loose at the 40. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bearcats. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a long run for the touchdown. You know, if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud, I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Hand off to the single back. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks, because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Scanning the field. It's Cromenhoek. Looking deep down the left side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they're getting a little bit closer. That's some good positive yards there, but now it's third and goal. And this is what it all comes down to. You're playing in the national championship. Think of the journey that these two teams have been on. This is what we hope to see, and it's playing out.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A heroic effort here on the biggest stage.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch here. Not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This is a squib kick. Picked up by one of the up men. They stop him at the 42, but that's a good job by the return team. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The Bearcats hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Grab down the middle. It's Walker. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. Clock stops officially. 2 minutes to go before the end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The ball is out. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. A deep shot to the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is...
Y'all just gonna give him this fucking game? Good grief! I didn't even touch the nigga.
That's a break for the offense. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Hand off to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Dropping back. It's Cromenhoek. Looking to scramble. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run.
Love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's first and goal at the 3. Well, it looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now first and goal from the 1. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And so it all comes down to a game-winning field goal attempt here in the final seconds. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. And out comes the field goal unit. And here we go. It comes down to this. A field goal attempt in the final seconds to win it. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. The return man is brought down, and that makes it official. We have our national champions. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Here we go, folks. This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Cumstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Ducks will kick it away and start us off. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Now throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. This pass is caught. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the Seminoles keep the football on the move. Looking to chuck it again. On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does.
Touchdown, Seminoles. Too much speed for the defense. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Gets the first and still running. They stop at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw. It's Knight. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. Well, the huge hit there, you half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Right down the middle. It's Johnson. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Nice job here by this back picking up a 1st down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James, throwing DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Quick throw over the middle. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down. The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Caught on the outside is Perry. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a 1st down and goal.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
Here comes 3rd and goal, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. This will be a challenge. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's going to pull it down and run. And they'll get him down that time. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Launching one to the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Noles.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep down the left side. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down. It's a big play all the way to the 43.
Where these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Fires it on the move. Caught in the open. He finally makes the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Knight. Bringing pressure. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
And I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's in the clear. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. The first down play, not a good one. Looking at second and long here. Back to pass. It's Knight. Contact as he threw it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. On the run, he'll let it go. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get it. But you've got time, way too early in this game to go for it on fourth and a mile.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Purpose.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Receiver in motion now. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Contact as he let the ball go. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Ducks come to the line in a hurry-up. The pocket breaking down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Looking to throw it again. The pass rush closing in. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The offense needs 10 yards on this 4th down to keep the drive going. Looking downfield. It's Knight. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. The Seminoles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's to his right, eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to throw. It's Knight. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Knowles. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
BAT is good, so it's a 2-touchdown lead, 35-21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Back to pass. It's Knight. Looking to scramble. Sacked until lost. Back to the 6. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout, Oregon.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Tackled after the interception, and that'll be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. First down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Hit as he released it. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 10 now. All the way back for a score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. But you can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Dropping back, it's Knight. A deep shot right down the middle. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Boy, they are not letting up from targeting this stud receiver. He has absolutely got to be driving this defense mad. And they nearly got another big one there.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Back-to-back deep shots. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I really love what they're doing with this plan today. Moving this wide receiver around, not allowing the defense to lock in on him, and he has had a big day today. Keep throwing in the rock.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That'll be a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Will hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drop the incompletion. It sets up a 3rd down and 3. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Knowles lining up here on 1st and 10. And the back gets the football. And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a short completion at the tight end. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And the Seminoles moving quickly down the field here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Touchdown, Seminoles. Still no answer for this offense. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
51, Oregon, 21.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Looking deep to the right side. aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion makes it second down. To the air, it's Knight. Running back grabs it on a screen. Crosses the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
He's hit as he throws it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Moves out of the pocket. He finds some space. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He'll throw it now. And this one is caught. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Back to throw. It's Knight. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it second and goal from the 9. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
There's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big third and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down. Critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's caught! Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
See if they can convert the point after. Looking to pass. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. This is caught. How about that? The fake works. They add 2 points. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Breaks into the open. At the 30 now. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. A huge defensive score.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high score corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
35.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Seminoles will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
A lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. On the move now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a short gain. Now it's 4 fingers in the air. Get ready for the 4th coming up. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the tailback's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense on the field. It's 4th down and 9. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He escapes the pocket. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Well, here we go, Chris. Talk about a game-changing play by this defense. Maybe a momentum-stealing play. I mean, there's still work to be done here. But this defense is giving their...
Going for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. What a catch! Stop right there. It's 1st and goal at the 5. The Ducks will line up here on 1st down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught near the goal line. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. He throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. He's running out of time here. Touchdown, Oregon. This offense really clicking.
And Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill. Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field. So let's check this out. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Noles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a 1st down at the 21.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal, handoff. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Scanning the field. It's Knight. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. 2nd down now after the sack. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. second down, looking to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just much on that ball.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to chuck it again. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Oh, that one's picked off.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He makes the grab. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.